Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and we're back at another finished house flip. So we're gonna go through this house, show you what it looks like now. We'll probably have some before shots of what it looked like when we first bought it. We'll talk about what we repaired, how much it cost, what we paid for the property, and all of that good stuff as well. So we'll get started here real soon. Of course, check out investformore.com for much more information on my flips, rentals, being an agent, and all of that good stuff as well. And we love it when you like and comment on our videos, so please keep that up too. All right, so here's the house, and it's still Fun Car Friday. Sometimes we shoot a few videos in one day, and I'm actually getting ahead on videos, which is nice. I'm not rushing to make them an hour before I publish them, like I run most things in my life. But here's the house. We paid $213 for it, I believe. I guess I should remember those things. We bought it from the MLS. So this was for sale. I think it was listed at $205. We made a full price offer, and they had something like 17 offers in the first 2 days it was listed. And we made our offer, close in 2 weeks, cash. Although we use financing, we still can make cash offers, no contingencies. And they came back to us and said, hey, will you go up to $212 or $213, whatever it was? I'll probably write in the comments what we actually paid for it. And we said, sure, we can do it. It's a little tight. The numbers are slightly tight on this one. But as an agent, I'm an agent and broker. I have my own brokerage, Blue Steel Real Estate. I make a commission when I buy a property. So I made over $6,000 when I bought it. So that kind of lowers the price. And it did not need much work when we bought it. So it's a very easy, quick flip, which is also very nice. I'm willing to take less profit on properties that have less work, take less time, take less of our resources. So you might have seen some of our other progress videos, and when we bought this to start with, this bathroom was ugly, and we started a brand new contractor on this bathroom. So we have a lot of contractors working on properties since we have from 10 to 20 going at once. And on this bathroom, we had a brand new contractor come in, demo all the old tile, demo the tub, redo the tile, put in the new vanity, new toilet, and he did a really good job and was really affordable. So once we always start with a real small job like that, just to make sure they do things in a timely manner, they do things, on budget, and there aren't any issues working with them. So we don't want to start a big $30,000 job and have problems right away and just have issues for months. We want to figure that out right away. So that contractor did a great job. And now he's worked on a couple other projects for us already as well. So always exciting when you find a good contractor. They're hard to come by these days. So, and he's doing really great. So thank you, Austin. As you can see, Nikki staged the property, and we refinished the hardwood floors. We painted, we put in ceiling fans. The windows were already here. The doors were already here. So this was not a major rehab. The biggest thing we did was that bathroom. I think the bathroom cost us like $4,000 or so with materials and labor. So it was not bad at all. This kitchen, that's the same tile floor. Those are the same cabinets. Those are even the same appliances and the same counter. So if you don't have to fix it, don't. Yes, we could put in all new cabinets. We could put in granite counters. We could put in new appliances and spend another $12,000, and it probably won't make us hardly any more money, because in this market, in this neighborhood, things do not have to be super fancy to sell. We mentioned we paid $212 or $213. I still don't know how much I paid for it. I could be totally wrong. Maybe I paid like $217. Who knows? But somewhere in that range we paid for it. We spent, new carpet, as you can see, probably in the $20,000 range, maybe $25 in repairs for this property, and it should be worth almost $300. So it should still be a really good deal, really good flip. We'll have another $25,000 in carrying costs, insurance, property taxes, maintenance, utilities, selling costs, so paying another agent. I am a broker, so I can save money when I list it, but it costs me money to pay another buyer's agent, which is where most of our houses end up being sold. And then we'll have, financing costs, because we do use private money, sometimes hard money, but usually private money and bank money to do these deals. When we're doing 10 to 20 at a time, it takes a lot of money to do these flips. Oh, this room here is the third bedroom. So that's one thing that was concerning about this property. It only has 3 bedrooms. And actually, we're about ready to list this last week. And Nikki's like, this room doesn't have a closet. I'm like, oh, you're right. There's no closet. So to make it a bedroom, we put in the closet, and it really needs to have 3 bedrooms, right? If it's only a 2-bedroom, even though people could see, hey, we can use it as a 2-bedroom, you might run into appraisal issues. The appraisal will be like, hey, this is an illegal bedroom. I'm not going to count as a bedroom. I'm going to dock you on the appraisal. So there's a better chance of having a low appraisal if we don't have that full 3 bedrooms. The shower, did nothing there. In here, we didn't have to do much either. We put in a new mirror, new vanity, and I think that's the same toilet. So this was tight on the numbers, so we didn't do as much, and that's one reason why we bought it, because I knew we didn't have to do as much. We did add trim down here. There was some weird shelf thing, actually like a half wall over there that we got rid of, just opened up this whole room. So it's one big room. If somebody really wanted to come in here and add another bedroom, they could. It'd be tough on that side with the doorway right there. But over here, you know, you could add a bedroom back in that corner if you really wanted to. And we've sold a few other houses in this same neighborhood within the last 2 years. They all had 4 or 5 bedrooms and sold in the 275 to 285 range. But prices are jumping again. So there's almost nothing with 3 bedrooms and 2 baths that's in decent shape under $300,000 right now. It's crazy. So prices have jumped since we bought this property, which is always nice. So what we thought this would sell for like $285 when we bought it, and now we're thinking closer to $3, maybe $295. So that's always a nice bonus. All right, the backyard has a nice backyard. And then it has a big, giant covered patio. And a storage shed. And then this backs up to a park too, which is really cool. I used to play basketball in this park in high school. And a squirrel. But you can see it's a nice park. This is close to UNC, the University of Northern Colorado. So, I mean, someone could technically rent this, but it's zoned single family, which means you can only have 2 unrelated people in it. So you couldn't just put 4 or 5 college kids in here. That would be illegal, although people do it in this area. But if you get caught, the city can kick out the students, void your leases, and that's not a good situation for anybody. All right, and we didn't. This house had a sprinkler system already, so all we had to do was turn it on, and it kept our yard relatively green, so that was nice. All right, one last thing to show. The least exciting thing of this entire house, the garage, which we'll see. I don't even remember if we cleaned this out. We probably didn't. Oh, yep. So, again, sometimes we'll have unfinished garages. Sometimes we'll have garages that aren't painted, aren't super clean, have cones in them for some random reason. And people say, why didn't you fix up the garage? It looks so junky. Why not do it? And it's because we don't have to, right? People want garages for the cars, but 90% of people aren't going to not buy a house because the garage walls aren't finished or it's not painted. They care more about the house. So that's why we focus on the house. All right, that is the property. So we'll have it for sale up here soon. We're getting professional photos done. Well, they should have already been done, but we're just waiting for them to come back. Once we get those, we'll put it on the MLS, list it up for sale, and then hopefully by the time I post this video, it's already under contract, and I can tell you it's sold for like $20,000 over asking price. Now, I don't expect that to happen, but that's the house. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour. We have many more videos coming up on our other flips. We've got 10 flips going right now. We just bought another one. We have another one coming up that's almost done. We'll have more rental property videos coming up, buying all kinds of stuff, and lots of advice videos too. So be sure to follow. Love seeing you guys who are new subscribers. Love seeing the comments come in, so keep those coming. And love it when you guys like our videos as well, so keep that coming too. If you have any suggestions for videos or ideas, we love seeing those. So thanks a lot for all your support, and we will be back soon.